What if the fatigue you feel every afternoon, the low mood you can't explain, the infections that keep returning? What if none of that is inevitable? What if your body has been waiting quietly for one molecule it was never given enough of? For most of human history, we lived under open skies. Sunlight was not a luxury, it was biology. But something fundamental has changed about how modern humans live, and our bodies are still paying the price of that shift, mostly in silence. Vitamin D doesn't begin as a vitamin at all. It begins as a cholesterol compound sitting in your skin, waiting. When ultraviolet light strikes it, a chemical reaction occurs, a molecular transformation so precise and elegant that scientists still find it remarkable. This is where everything begins. Once formed, this molecule enters your bloodstream almost immediately. It doesn't travel alone. It binds to a dedicated carrier protein that escorts it toward its first destination. Your body has designed an entire transport system for this single compound. That alone tells you how important it considers this to be. The liver is the first transformation checkpoint. Inside its cells, an enzyme adds a single hydroxyl group to the molecule, a small chemical addition, yet one that moves it one step closer to becoming biologically active. This version is called calcitriol. It is what your doctor measures when testing your vitamin D levels. But calcitriol is still not the final form. The kidneys perform the second and most critical transformation, adding another hydroxyl group, producing calcitriol. This is the fully active form of vitamin D. This is the molecule your cells have been waiting for. Without healthy kidneys, this final step cannot happen. What happens next is extraordinary. Unlike most nutrients that influence one or two pathways, active vitamin D disperses to virtually every tissue in the body. Receptors for this molecule have been found in over 30 different organ types. This is not a vitamin. This is closer to a master regulator hormone. Here is where most people's understanding of vitamin D ends, and where the real story begins. This molecule does not stay outside the cell. It enters the nucleus itself and directly influences which genes are switched on and which remain silent. What you are watching is gene expression being rewritten in real time. The vitamin D receptor is one of the most widely distributed nuclear receptors in human biology. When calcitriol locks into it and reaches your DNA, it activates somewhere between 200 and 2,000 genes, depending on the cell type. The scale of that influence is almost impossible to overstate. One of vitamin D's most well-known roles begins here, in the lining of your intestines. It directly activates the proteins responsible for absorbing calcium from the food you eat. Without sufficient vitamin D, you can consume all the calcium you want and absorb almost none of it. The gate remains closed. Those calcium ions travel directly to your bones. Osteoblasts, the cells responsible for building bone tissue, depend on vitamin D signaling to lay calcium into the matrix correctly. When vitamin D is chronically low, this process slows. Bone density decreases gradually, silently, often for years before any symptom appears. Most people are never told this, but vitamin D receptors exist throughout your muscle tissue. They influence muscle fiber development, contraction efficiency, and recovery after exertion. Studies in deficient individuals consistently show measurable improvement in muscle strength after adequate supplementation. Your muscles are listening to this molecule constantly. Now we arrive at perhaps the most consequential role of all. Your immune system does not function independently of vitamin D. It cannot. Every major class of immune cell carries vitamin D receptors. When those receptors are empty, your immune response is slower, less precise, and significantly more prone to overreaction. Inside your macrophages, vitamin D triggers the production of a natural antimicrobial compound called cathelicidin. This peptide literally punctures the membranes of bacteria and viruses. This is not a metaphor for immune support. This is a documented mechanistic pathway. Your body manufactures its own targeted antibiotic, and vitamin D writes the instruction. Vitamin D also moderates the immune system's tendency to overcorrect. T regulatory cells, the immune system's internal governors, are directly supported by vitamin D signaling. Without it, chronic low-grade inflammation becomes far more likely. And chronic inflammation, as medicine now understands, sits at the root of nearly every major modern disease. What is vitamin D doing in the brain? More than most neurologists once believed. Receptors for this molecule are found throughout the cerebral cortex, hippocampus, and cerebellum. It supports neurotrophic factor production, protects against oxidative damage to neurons, and plays a measurable role in mood regulation and cognitive function. Here is a connection that surprises many people. Vitamin D influences serotonin synthesis in the brain. It regulates the enzyme that converts tryptophan into serotonin. In populations with chronic deficiency, rates of low mood, seasonal depression, and anxiety are measurably elevated. This is not coincidence. This is chemistry. The cardiovascular system is another destination. Vitamin D receptors line the walls of your arteries, and calcitriol actively reduces the expression of inflammatory molecules that contribute to arterial stiffness. Populations with the lowest vitamin D levels consistently show higher rates of hypertension and cardiovascular events. The heart is listening, too. Inside your pancreas, beta cells rely on vitamin D to secrete insulin effectively. Low vitamin D has been linked in multiple large studies to impaired insulin sensitivity and elevated type 2 diabetes risk. The metabolic consequences of deficiency extend far beyond bone health. They reach into the very center of how your body manages energy. Research has revealed something that deserves more attention than it receives. Active vitamin D influences cell cycle regulation, the mechanism by which cells divide and replicate. In laboratory conditions, calcitriol has been shown to slow uncontrolled cell division and promote apoptosis, programmed cell death, in several cancer cell lines. This area of research is still developing, but it is serious science. There is a precise hormonal feedback loop governing all of this. When calcitriol levels rise adequately, the parathyroid glands reduce their output of parathyroid hormone, the signal that would otherwise pull calcium from your bones. Vitamin D, in this sense, is protecting your skeletal system from your own hormonal system's emergency responses. The difference between sufficiency and deficiency is not subtle at the cellular level. It is the difference between a body operating with its full biochemical toolkit and one managing with half of it missing. And the remarkable thing is, most people in the modern world are running that deficit right now, today, without knowing it. Here is the quiet epidemic hiding in plain sight. Modern life has moved the majority of humans indoors for most of their daylight hours. Glass blocks UVB. Sunscreen reduces synthesis. High latitudes limit exposure for months at a time. The system that sustained human vitamin D levels for 200,000 years has been quietly dismantled. When deficiency persists over months and years, the effects accumulate quietly across every system we have explored. Not dramatically, not all at once, but steadily. A slow erosion of optimal function that is easily mistaken for aging, stress, or simply the pace of modern life. This is the cost of a missing molecule. When supplementation begins, the body does not respond immediately. Vitamin D3 must first be absorbed, transported, and converted through both the liver and kidneys before any biological activity can occur. It takes days to weeks for tissue levels to normalize. The body recalibrates, quietly, systematically, working through a backlog of work it was always meant to do. The immune environment is often the first place people notice a difference. Fewer infections, faster recovery, reduced inflammatory symptoms. This is not placebo. These are the downstream effects of a system that now has the molecular cofactor it requires to function as it was designed. The immune system, at last, has what it was waiting for. In the bones and muscles, restoration is slower, measured in months, not days. But the trajectory changes. Calcium absorption improves. Bone remodeling shifts toward net gain. Muscle fiber responsiveness increases. For older adults especially, these changes translate directly into reduced fracture risk and improved physical stability. The architecture of the body begins to reinforce itself. In the brain, the changes are perhaps the most personally felt. Improved mood, sharper mental clarity, more consistent energy. These are among the most commonly reported effects of correcting deficiency. Neuroscience is still mapping the full extent of vitamin D's role in cognition. But what is already understood is enough to take seriously. This is what sufficiency looks like from the inside. Not perfection, not immunity from disease, but a body operating with its full biological toolkit intact. Every system we have visited today is now functioning with the molecular cofactor it was designed to use. What you are seeing is not enhanced biology. This is simply normal biology, restored. Every system in your body has a receptor for this molecule. Every day you exist in deficiency is a day your biology is working around an absence it was never designed to accommodate. The sun has always known what your body needs. The question now is simply whether you are giving it what it has always been asking for.